Is a figure with three sides and three angles. A vertex, okay, it's a point where the segments intersect. Okay, this is a vertex, this is a vertex, this is a vertex. The sum of the measure of angles, so all the angles equal 180. Okay, so angle X here, if you add that to angle Y, if you add that to angle Z, you will get 180 every time. Alright, you need to draw this triangle quickly and find the measure of angle P. Find the measure of P, okay, in the triangle PQR. Alright, R is 89 degrees, Q is 54 degrees. I need to find angle P. I'm going to call it X. Alright, so 89 plus 54 plus X should equal to what? Someone raise your hand. Tell me what it should equal. Yes, Blaine. 180. 180. Thank you. I'm going to add 89 and 50. Excuse me. 89 and 54. What is 89 plus 54? Yes, Blaine. 143. 143 plus X equals 180. Mackenzie, what am I going to do next?
Take 180 minus 143.
So we subtract 143 to both sides. Ms. Nelson, what is 180 minus 143? 37. Okay. Could I add 89 to 54 and 37 and see if it equals 180? Yes. Okay. It will. So X, okay, the measure of angle P must be 37 degrees. Okay, and don't forget the degree sign. Alright, you need to write this down. Sometimes they're giving you a picture, they will just put it in words. In triangle ABC, measure of angle A is 62, the measure of angle B is 39. I need to find angle C. So what I do is just add them up. 62 plus 39 plus, I'm going to call measure angle CC, should equal 180. Yes, Blaine?
How's that answer?
Yeah, tell me the answer.
79.
79. How'd you get 79?
I had 62 plus 39.
Which is what?
101.
101. And then did what?
Subtracted 180.
Subtracted that from 180. 180 minus 101 is 79. So measure angle C is 79 degrees. The measures of the angles of triangle ABC are in the ratio 1 to 3 to 8. Meaning for 1 degree of angle A, angle B is 3 degrees. Okay? Which means for every 1 degree of angle A, angle C is 8 degrees. So we need to find something that has this ratio. We need to find a number that makes this correct. So I'm going to say angle A is just X. Because it's 1, okay, we're going to call this X. Now I'm going to add it to angle B. I'm going to say angle B is 3 times that because for every 1 of A, it's 3 of B. So I'm going to say it's 3X. So someone raise your hand. Tell me what I'm going to put for angle C. Mine?
8x.
8X. And it equals 180. So I have X plus 3X plus 8X. 1 plus 3 plus 8. Someone tell me? 12. Good. 12X. So 12X equals 180. Divide by 12. Does anyone know what 180 divided by 12 is? Nope. How many times is 12 going to 18? 1, right? With how much left over? 6. How many times is 12 going to 60? 5. So 15. Okay? So X is 15. Now is that my answer? Does that answer where the measure of the angles?
Nope.
No, it tells me one angle, right? Angle A is 15 degrees. What's angle B? 3 times that, which 3 times 15 is 45 degrees. So what would angle C be? What? 8 times 15, which is
120.
120. Okay, so that's my answer. Can I check my answers?
Yes, you can have
I can. What's 15 and 45?
60.
60. What's 60 plus 120? 180. This must be the right answer. Okay, you need to write down 136 and go ahead and solve it. Alright, so the angle measures are they're in a ratio of 1 to 36. So x to 3x to 6x equals 180. X plus 3x plus 6x is 10x equals 180. So we divide both sides by 10. X equals, right? When we're dividing by 10, we can just move the decimal one place. So take out the zeros. X equals 18. That's one of them, 18 degrees. All right, I have to take 18 times 3 to get what, Nicole? 54. And Nikki, what would be the last angle? The last angle? Huh? 108. Can I check to make sure this adds up to 180? I would. 18 and 108 be what? 126. What's 126 plus 54? 180. There's my answers. Alright, you need to write this down. The first thing is the definition of congruent angles. The next thing are just 4 different angles. We're going to classify them here in a second. Okay, so leave a space underneath them. Definition of congruent angles are just 2 angles that have the same measure. So if I say it's a congruent angle, okay, that means they're equal to each other. All right, now we have 4 different angles. Okay, these is the classification of these angles. An angle that is exactly 90 degrees is called a right angle. An angle that is less than 90 degrees is called an acute angle. One that is bigger than 90 but not 180 degrees is an obtuse angle. And an angle that's exactly 180 is a straight line. All right. All right, you need to write this down. This is the definition or the classification of triangles based on angles and based on sides. So you need to write this down. All right, triangles based on their angles. Okay, it's an acute triangle if all the angles are acute. All 3 have to be acute. A triangle that has a right angle is called a right triangle. Okay, it only can have one. If it has more than one, then it's not a triangle. An obtuse triangle has one obtuse angle. All right, so it's only acute if it has all 3. The rest, it just has to have one. Scalene. A scalene triangle has no congruent sides. No sides are equal. Isosceles, at least 2 congruent sides. Okay, and equilateral has all sides equal. All right, so you need to draw these pictures, okay, quickly, and we're going to classify them. Actually, go ahead and classify them on your own. Classify them by side and angle. The first one has a right angle, so it's a right triangle. Does this have any congruent sides?
No.
No, it does not. It would have something like this. Okay, that's what tells you if they're congruent or not. It does not have those, so it is a scalene triangle. Down here, bottom left, it's an acute triangle because they have all acute angles, and it's isosceles. This one is acute, right, and is equilateral because all the sides are equal and all the angles are acute. Right, Blaine? Yes. Here's your homework.